in this question, we're shown a diagram of a sector of a circle with centre C. We're told the radius, and we're told this large angle around the centre, 240 degrees, and we're asked to calculate the length of the major arc AB. Now, I think to make sense of this question, let's look at a few simpler situations. Here's 3 of them. In this first one, we have this red minor arc with a 90-degree angle at the centre, and you're well aware that this is 1/4 of the circle, 1/4 of the circumference. In this case, we've got a semicircle in red, and you're aware that that's 1/2 of the circumference of the circle. In this case, you have 3/4 of the circumference of the circle shown in red. This is a major arc, similar to this major arc. 240 degrees at the centre, this is 270 degrees at the centre. So the question is, in relationship to the 90 degrees, the 180 degrees, the 270 degrees, where do we get this quarter, this half, this 3/4 from? Well, it's all to do with a full circle measuring 360 degrees. So in the case of 1/4, 90 degrees compared to 360 will give you 1/4. In the case of this semicircle, 180 compared to 360 will give you a half. And in this case, 270 compared to 360 will give you 3/4. So in our case, the major arc AB, that's from there right round to here, will be 240 compared to 360, that fraction of the whole circumference. Now 240 over 360, if you think of 120, there's 2 lots of 120 in the 240 and 3 lots of 120 in the 360. So that's basically 2/3. Another way of doing it would be to cancel 10, divide top and bottom by 10, and then divide top and bottom, I suppose, by 12. 2 and 3. There's other ways of doing that cancelling, but 2/3. Now the whole circumference, remember there's a formula that tells us the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. 2 times pi times the radius. Well, we're told the radius is 30. So this is the calculation we have to do. Remember, all of these are on the top of the fraction. We can cancel before we multiply. You notice 3 in the bottom, 30 in the top. Divide 3 by 3 and divide the top by 3. That'll give you 10. So we're left with 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 on the bottom of the fraction. On the top of the fraction, 2 times pi times 10. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, times 10 is 40, times pi. So we've got 40 times pi. And we're told, no calculator in the first paper, we're told that pi we have to assume is 3.14. So I suppose we could say 40 is 4 times 10 to make the calculation slightly easier. We know how multiplying by 10 goes. That's moving the point one place to the right, 31.4. And we've got a multiplication by 4 to do. So we've got 31.4 times 4. So 4 4s 16, 1 to carry, 4 1s 4 and 1's 5, 4 3s are 12, 125.6. That's how I do the multiplication. You may have a different way of doing that. But 125.6 centimetres for that major arc AB. That's Mr. Corsi signing out. Hope you enjoyed the video.